Hey, this is Chris with Flywheel. I'm excited to show you how you can get your data from BigQuery to Facebook ads in under 5 minutes. So what you're seeing here is the main audiences hub within Flywheel's interface. And what you can see is all of the customer segments that I've created on BigQuery all in one spot. So you can see I've created 5 audiences and 3 are actually exporting, and you can see a list of them right down here. To get started though, we're going to take a step back and actually show here's how you actually connect to BigQuery. So what I've done is I've created something called the Baseball Fans Master Store. And this is actually a table in BigQuery called demo_sports_baseball fans, which you can see here. And I'm going to show you really quickly how I went ahead and connected it. So you can create a service account in BigQuery, and you actually just set that up here. You can see my JSON file, and it connects this data table. And once you're able to connect that data table, you can start creating audiences. So I'm going to go over here to new audiences and then to custom audience. And then it brings up a page that's actually going to show all of the different fields in that table within BigQuery. And the nice thing about this is you can visually create a customer segment off of all the data you have in BigQuery and then send it off to Facebook. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see all the criteria. So these are all the fields within that BigQuery table. On the right-hand side, you're actually seeing how many customers fit those criteria. So the number of customers and the total number of revenue that they're generating for your business, which is super useful because then you can tell how many customers are you targeting, but then also how much revenue are you targeting as well. One other feature you have over here on the right-hand side that I want to call out is you have a treatment and control group. So what this allows you to do in terms of the control is this is actually the 35,000 that we would hold back and would not be sent to Facebook. The reason people typically do this and hold back a certain amount is so that they can compare the revenue of the treatment versus control group so they can see if they're actually generating incremental revenue. But creating a segment is literally as easy as starting to type a few numbers in here. So I'm going to actually say I want to target customers that have over $1,000 in spend. And you can see this live queries BigQuery, that BigQuery table, and says now you're only targeting 30,900 customers. And then I'm also going to add an additional criteria. So we have this interaction days since email open. So this is the number of days since somebody's opened an email. So if I put this to 180, this means that somebody hasn't opened an email from my business in over 6 months. So I'm targeting folks that spend a lot with me but don't read my emails. It's about 26,000 folks. And this is actually a really good audience to target on Facebook because it's folks that aren't reading your email. So it's a good reason to get in front of them in a new way. So I'm going to go ahead and name this audience High Spenders version 1, and I'm going to save it. Once I've saved the audience, I can go ahead and actually export it, and I can select my Facebook ads account. This is the Flywheel Test ads account, and I can press Start Export. And that's really it. You're done. You've now taken data from that BigQuery table, and it is loading in the background to Facebook. And every hour or every day, that whichever cadence you set up, we're going to be updating that segment with new people that fit this criteria and removing those that don't. So Facebook's always in sync with what you have in BigQuery. So I'm going to switch over. I'm going to show you what this looks like in Facebook real quick. All right, now I switched over to the Facebook ads interface, and when you go to the audiences tab, you're actually able to see all your custom audiences. And what you can see here is our High Spenders version 1, and it's actually starting to match. Right now the size is below 1,000, but over the next hour, it's actually going to be populating all 20 plus thousand customers that we have in BigQuery to this segment. And that's really it. Thanks, everybody.